Planning on buying a luxury estate here in California's wine country of Napa and Sonoma counties, then you need to start thinking about a vineyard and what you need to know as you start your process of evaluating these properties. So I'm going to give you 3 tips today on kind of 3 big misconceptions on how that works, just to get you started. So I'm Ernest Berkhoff, the broker and CEO here at Berkhoff Realty. We do specialize in luxury properties here in Northern California. So if you're thinking about getting a beautiful property in the Dry Creek Valley or in Napa or in one of the wine countries, and it does have a vineyard on it, a couple of things to consider. Number one, the age of the vines. So common misconception are old vines are wonderful, they're great. Well, for some varieties, in some cases, that's true. For the most part, vineyards have a commercial life of about 20 years. So once they get older than 20 years, their production gets so low that they're no longer really commercially viable. So many times you'll see properties go on the market when their vines are getting close to 20 years old, because as that commercial viability goes down, then comes a capital investment to take out the vineyards, put in new vines, and then it takes several years for those vines to get up to production. So that's kind of a capital intensive period. So that's one thing to be concerned about, understanding the age of the vines in each one of the blocks so that you know what you're looking for coming down the line. The other thing is vineyard management. Who's managing the vineyard? Is that something that the homeowner is doing? Usually it's under contract from one of the major vineyard management companies, which is fantastic. They do a wonderful job. That's always what you want to do, but you do want to be able to look at the contract and see what that looks like. How long does it go? What is it really costing in order to have that vineyard managed? The other contract that we need to be aware of are, where are these grapes going at the end of the day? So is it under contract by a single vineyard, which means that they have, are taking all the production for X number of years? How long is that contract? Is that contract coming up for renewal? All of those things we need to know. If you're somebody who wants to buy a vineyard estate and is thinking about, well, I'm thinking about doing my own wine, then you're going to want to have a vineyard that has a short contract so that you'll be able to take it over and take that production for yourself. The other type of contract is going to be, well, we don't have the grapes contract at all and we just sell them. In which case, then you're going to be running that vineyard and selling those grapes, which means as you're going through the process, you're going to want to find out where we want to go and do we want to get a contract on those. Anyways, those are 3 things to consider as you start going down the path of learning more about vineyard estates. If you have any questions, we are happy to answer them. Happy to show you some wonderful properties that are not listed on the market that are available. Give us a call, 707-480-4800.